Let's go over some common terms you'll need to know when getting into polishing, starting with application. An application refers to the process of polishing a section of the paint from start to finish. It involves placing the pad on the paint, polishing it, and then wiping off any compound or residue. Now, when we talk about the area that you're working on, that's called the application area, or simply the section. At RUPES, we recommend that the starting point for each section be roughly 6 times the diameter of the polishing pad. This provides a good frame of reference for the area that you'll be working on. Next up, let's talk about arm speed and tool speed. Arm speed refers to the pace of how quickly you move the polisher across the paint surface. It's not about precise measurement like inches per second, but more about whether you're removing it slowly, at a medium pace, or fast. This concept helps you adjust your technique based on the results that you're aiming for. Tool speed is the setting on the dial. Generally, you want to use about speed 2 for priming and anywhere between 3 and 4 for normal polishing operations. When it comes to pressure, or what we call down pressure, it's all about how hard you're pressing the tool against the paint. We generally recommend not pressing too hard to avoid damaging the surface, damaging the pads, or stressing the tool. Now let's tackle the term dual action. This refers to the type of movement the polisher makes. A dual action polisher combines 2 different movements. The most common is to combine orbital and rotational movements together. The orbital movement is like the Earth that's orbiting around the sun, while the rotational movement is spinning, like when the Earth spins throughout the days. Both movements work together to achieve the desired result. Moving on to edgework. This is where you focus on the outer edges of panels or areas that are difficult to reach and access with a full-size polishing pad. These are often the most difficult areas to polish and require special attention, and often use smaller pads in conjunction with a smaller polisher for precise work and perfect results. Another important term in the world of dual action polishing is orbital diameter, also called the stroke or the throw. This refers to the distance that the pad covers during an orbital movement. This measurement helps determine the size of the tool's orbit and affects how the polishing pad interacts with the paint's surface. And finally, let's discuss paint defects. These are any visible below surface imperfections in the paint that affects the gloss, clarity, or overall appearance. Common defects include scratches from car washes, water spots, oxidation, and polishing-induced swirl marks. Understanding these terms is crucial for mastering the art of paint correction and achieving professional results. So keep them in mind as you dive into your next detailing project.